The Minnesota Twins were postponed, so no Twins on Saturday, but we're not going to let that slow us down. No, I've got every batter faced of Zebby Matthews' outing from today. We're going to kick that off with. Not his best start, but he has set the bar incredibly high for himself. 6 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, no walks, 7 strikeouts. Of course, no walks. It's Zebby Matthews. Did give up this home run in the second inning. This is only the second home run he's given up all season. He's now thrown 58 1/3 innings, just the second home run. And again, mentioned the no walks. He's only walked 2 batters in 58 1/3 innings as well. Pretty remarkable. So we're going to take a look at every single batter he faced once again, but he was incredibly efficient in this game. He goes 6 innings, only needs 81 pitches to do so, through 60 strikes. 60 of his 81 pitches were strikes. That is an insane 74.1 strike percentage. Just pounding the strike zone. And did get into some trouble, and worked his way through some trouble. In addition to giving up some runs, got some pretty weak contact on some of the hits he gave up later on in this outing as well, which we'll see. But again, 7 strikeouts for him, so he was getting plenty of Ks in those 6 innings. There he strands a runner at third in the 4th inning. Not getting a ton of support from Wichita. Runs have been tough to come by, especially with Emmanuel Rodriguez still out on the injured list. Here's Ben Ross in center. Not sort of an outfielder by trade. He's been playing some outfield, but mainly an infielder. And oh boy, that was almost a rough collision there. We'll see Ross a little bit later. But, I mean, that's always something to keep in mind, too, is what we'll see a little bit of. In the minors, these guys aren't pitching in front of major league defenses, so there's some balls that get through, there's some balls that fall down that are usually caught by a major leaguer, so that's always another kind of wrinkle of trying to evaluate some of these minor league pitchers. But again, Zebby doing a great job. 8th round pick in 2 years ago's draft, less than 2 years ago that was, a little bit less than 2 years ago. Unfortunately, here's a triple he goes up again, Ben Ross. Usually an infielder has been playing outfield, but not as familiar with that wall as maybe, say, Emmanuel Rodriguez is. I bet you he makes that play. But as it is, that counts as a triple. Run scores. But Zebby, again, an 8th round pick. I think Baseball America had him as the Twins' 17th prospect entering the season, and they've already elevated him to a top 100 prospect. He was number 100 on the recent update. Gets the mound visit in the 6th year, and he does his job getting a potential double play ball, but they can't quite turn it. But he ends up getting the K to end his outing on a disgusting breaking ball. See this guy's just heart leave his body on that swing. Charlee Soto also pitched today for Fort Myers, and here he's facing Max Clark, the number 3 overall pick from last year's draft for the Tigers. Here's the challenge system. That's the whole thing. Pancho Ruiz thought that was a strike. It looked like a ball to me, to be completely honest, but that is a strike per the automated strike zone. So called strike, then he fouls off the next pitch. These were both sinkers, and then Soto comes in with the changeup, drops that in. No complaints from Clark there. That was just a gorgeous pitch to get the strikeout. Here's a 97.1 mile per hour sinker to get a strikeout, an 86.9 mile per hour slider from Charlee Soto. His hardest pitch of the game here, 97.5 mile per hour sinker, 97.5, and then an 87.8 mile per hour changeup. So Charlee Soto was dealing today too. Here's the rest of the starting pitching rundown. Randy Dobnak with 6 shutout innings and 10 strikeouts. He had 17 swinging strikes in that outing. You see through 100 pitches. Was really dealing with his slider and his changeup. Nice to see him have a positive outing. Matt Wallner, 4 for 4. He hit his 7th home run of June. He's hitting .396 with a .458 on base and an .868 slugging. That's a 1326 OPS in June. Matt Wallner is insane. The Wind Surge game got started late, and now it's going into extra innings, so that one's still in progress at this time. But the Saints, Colonels, and Muscles all won. Again, the Twins were postponed. Thanks so much for checking this one out. Really appreciate it. We'll talk again soon.